What if I told you that $100, yes, just $100, could be the first step toward never worrying about money again? Let's be honest with each other for a second. You wake up every single morning, check your bank account, and feel that same tight feeling in your chest. That quiet anxiety that whispers, is this enough? Will this ever be enough? You go to work, you put in the hours, you come home exhausted, and at the end of the month, you're still just surviving. Not living, surviving. And the worst part? You've been told your whole life that this is just how it works. Go to school, get a job, work hard, retire at 65. But nobody ever sat you down and said, hey, there's another way. Well, today that changes. Because what I'm about to share with you in this video is something that took me years to figure out, hundreds of hours of research, and yes, a few expensive mistakes along the way. But you're going to get all of it in one place, right here, right now. We are talking about 5 real, legitimate passive income ideas that are working for real people in 2026. Not theories, not get-rich-quick schemes, but actual, tested, proven methods that you can start with as little as $100 in your pocket. No trust fund, no rich parents, no fancy degree required. Just the right knowledge, the right starting point, and the willingness to take that first step. Now, before we dive into the actual ideas, I want to take just 60 seconds to set the stage, because I think this context is going to make everything that follows hit 10 times harder. A lot of people come to personal finance videos looking for a magic trick, a secret button they can press, and suddenly money just starts flowing in. And look, I get it. I was that person too. I used to scroll through YouTube at midnight, watching videos about people making thousands of dollars a month doing nothing, and I'd think to myself, why can't that be me? But here's what those videos never told me. Passive income is not about doing nothing. Let me say that again because this is important. Passive income is not about doing nothing. It is about doing the right things one time and then letting those things work for you over and over and over again while you sleep, while you eat, while you spend time with your family. That is the real definition. And once that clicked for me, everything changed. Now in this video, I have ranked these 5 ideas based on 3 things: how easy they are to start, how much money you realistically need to begin, and how much passive income they can actually generate within your first 6 to 12 months. And every single one of them, every single one, can be started with $100 or less. Some of them, you can literally start today, not next week, not next month, today. So if you are someone who is serious about building a life where money works for you instead of you always working for money, then I need you to stay locked in, because we are just getting started. All right, let's get into it. Passive income idea number 1. And this one has been around for decades. It has made ordinary people extraordinarily wealthy, and yet most people either don't know about it or think it's only for the rich. We are talking about dividend investing. Now let me break this down in the simplest way possible, because I want everyone watching this, regardless of your financial background, to fully understand what this is and why it is so powerful. When you buy a stock in a company, let's say you buy shares of a big, established company, you become a part owner of that business. A tiny part owner, yes, but an owner nonetheless. And some companies, the really solid, stable ones, they make so much profit that they actually share a portion of that profit directly with their shareholders, with their owners, with you. That payment is called a dividend, and it comes to you regularly, usually every 3 months, just for holding onto that stock. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to show up. You don't have to clock in. The money just arrives. Now here's where it gets really exciting. And this is the part most people completely overlook. When you are just starting out with $100, the dividend payment itself might be small, maybe a few dollars. And I know what you're thinking. A few dollars? That's it. But here is what I need you to understand. It is not about the first payment. It is about what happens when you reinvest that payment. You take those few dollars, you buy more shares, those shares pay more dividends, you buy even more shares, and slowly, steadily, almost invisibly, your money starts multiplying itself. This is called compounding. And Albert Einstein, one of the greatest minds in human history, reportedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. So let's talk real numbers, because I don't want this to just be theory. I want you to see exactly what this looks like in practice. Let's say you start with $100. You invest it into a solid dividend-paying stock or a dividend ETF, which is basically a basket of many dividend stocks all in one. A good dividend ETF might pay you around 4% to 5% per year in dividends. On $100, that's about $4 to $5 a year. Small, right? But here's what happens when you stay consistent. You add just $50 every single month. You reinvest every dividend you receive. After 5 years, you could be sitting on a portfolio worth over $4,000. After 10 years, potentially $12,000 or more. And that portfolio could be generating $500 to $600 every single year, completely passively. That is the power of starting small and staying consistent. Now, how do you actually get started? It is simpler than you think. You open a brokerage account. Apps like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, or even Robinhood make this incredibly easy. You search for a dividend ETF, something like VYM, SCHD, or HDV. These are beginner-friendly, well-established options. You invest your $100, and then you set up automatic monthly contributions so you never have to think about it again. That's it. You have officially begun your dividend investing journey. All right, moving on to passive income idea number 2. And this one is my personal favorite because once you create it, it can literally make you money for years without you touching it ever again. We are talking about selling digital products. Now, when most people hear digital products, they immediately think, I'm not a designer, I'm not a developer, I'm not creative enough for that. And I want to stop you right there, because that thinking is exactly what is keeping money out of your pocket. A digital product is simply anything that can be delivered electronically. No shipping, no inventory, no storage cost. You create it once, and you sell it 1,000 times. That is the beauty of it. So what kind of digital products are we talking about? Think ebooks, templates, budgeting spreadsheets, workout plans, recipe guides, Notion dashboards, Canva templates, online courses, printables. The list goes on and on. And here is the most exciting part. People are buying these things every single day on platforms like Gumroad, Etsy, and Payip. Now here is where your $100 comes in. You use a small portion of it to buy a Canva Pro subscription, which gives you access to thousands of professional design templates. You create a simple but valuable digital product, something that solves a real problem for a specific group of people. You list it on Etsy or Gumroad. And then every single time someone buys it, that money lands directly in your account. While you sleep, while you eat, while you live your life. So let me give you some real examples, because I want this to feel tangible and achievable for you right now. Let's say you are good with budgeting. You understand how to track expenses, cut costs, and save money. You could create a simple monthly budget planner in Google Sheets or Canva, something clean, easy to use, and genuinely helpful. Price it at just $7. Now, if only 10 people buy it in a month, that is $70. If 50 people buy it, that is $350 from one product that you made once. Or let's say you know a lot about fitness. You create a 30-day home workout plan as a PDF. Price it at $12. 100 sales a month, and you are making $1,200 passively. And here is something that most people don't realize. You don't need a huge audience to sell digital products. Platforms like Etsy already have millions of buyers searching for exactly what you might create. You are simply putting your product in front of people who are already looking for it. Your action steps are simple. Sit down and think, what do I know that other people would pay to learn or use? Start there. Create your first product using free or low-cost tools. List it on Etsy or Gumroad. Write a clear, honest description. Add good visuals. Set your price. And hit publish. That one product could be generating income for you 3, 4, 5 years from now. from work you did in a single weekend. We are now at passive income idea number 3, and I know, when I say this one out loud, some of you are going to roll your eyes. But please, stay with me for just 2 minutes. Because this idea is the most underrated, most overlooked, and most beginner-friendly passive income method on this entire list. We are talking about high-yield savings accounts and money market funds. Now, before you click away, let me ask you something. Where is your emergency fund sitting right now? Where is that $500 or $1,000 or whatever amount you have saved up just sitting and waiting? I will bet most of you have it in a regular traditional bank savings account. And do you know what most traditional savings accounts are paying you right now in interest? 0.01% per year. That is not a typo. 0.01%. On $1,000, that is literally 10 cents a year. Your money is just sitting there, completely idle, doing absolutely nothing for you. Now compare that to a high-yield savings account, which right now in 2026 is paying anywhere between 4% to 5% annually. On that same $1,000, you are now earning $40 to $50 every single year, just for keeping your money in a different account. Same money, same effort, completely different result. And money market funds? Even better. These are low-risk investment funds that hold short-term government securities, and they are currently offering some of the best returns we have seen in years. Your $100 starts earning from day one. No waiting, no complexity, no stress. So let's break down the real numbers here, because I want you to see exactly how powerful this simple switch can be. Let's say you have $1,000 sitting in a traditional bank account earning 0.01%. After one full year, you have made exactly 10 cents. Not $10. 10 cents. That is insulting to your money, honestly. Now you move that same $1,000 into a high-yield savings account at 4.5% interest. After 1 year, you have earned $45. After 2 years, nearly $92. After 5 years, over $246. And that is without adding a single extra dollar. Now imagine you are also adding $100 every month on top of that. After 5 years, your account could be worth over $7,500, earning you roughly $337 every single year in pure passive interest income. The best part? This money is completely safe. High-yield savings accounts at reputable institutions are FDIC insured up to $250,000, meaning even if the bank somehow fails, your money is fully protected by the government. So what are your action steps here? Open a high-yield savings account with trusted platforms like Marcus by Goldman Sachs, Ally Bank, or SoFi. Takes less than 10 minutes online. Transfer whatever savings you currently have sitting idle. Set up automatic monthly deposits. And then simply let it grow. This is the easiest, safest, most stress-free passive income you will ever create. And it starts working for you the moment you make that transfer. We are now at passive income idea number 4, and this one right here has completely changed the financial lives of thousands of ordinary people around the world. People with no special skills, no big following, no fancy equipment. Just a laptop, an internet connection, and the right knowledge. We are talking about affiliate marketing. Now let me explain exactly what this is in the simplest way possible. Affiliate marketing is when you recommend someone else's product or service, and every time someone buys through your unique link, you earn a commission. You do not create the product. You do not handle customer service. You do not deal with shipping or refunds. You simply connect people with products they already need, and you get paid for that connection. Think about it this way. You already do this for free every single day. When you tell a friend, hey, that restaurant on 5th Street is amazing, you should go. And they go. That restaurant just got a customer because of you. But you got nothing. Affiliate marketing is simply doing that same thing, but getting paid for it. And the commissions can be seriously impressive. Amazon Associates pays you on every single product purchased through your link. Digital product platforms like ClickBank or ShareASale pay commissions anywhere from 30% to even 70% per sale. Some software companies offer recurring monthly commissions, meaning you refer someone once, and you keep getting paid every single month they stay subscribed. That is genuinely life-changing money when it starts stacking up. So now the big question: how do you actually start with affiliate marketing, especially with just $100? Here is the beautiful truth: you do not even need a website to begin. You can start with platforms you already use every single day. A YouTube channel, a blog, a Pinterest account, or even a simple Instagram page can become your affiliate marketing platform. Here is exactly how it works in practice. Let's say you are passionate about personal finance, just like this channel. You create a YouTube video or a blog post titled Best Budgeting Apps of 2026. Inside that video or post, you include your affiliate links to each app you recommend. Someone watches your video, clicks your link, signs up for that app, and you earn a commission. You made that video once, but it keeps getting views, keeps getting clicks, keeps generating commissions. Weeks, months, even years later. Now here is where your $100 investment comes in. You use it to buy a simple domain name and basic hosting for a blog, which costs around $30 to $50 per year. Or you invested in a few online courses that teach you exactly how to build affiliate content that ranks on Google and YouTube. Knowledge is always the best investment. Your action steps: sign up for Amazon Associates, share a sale, or Impact.com, all completely free to join. Choose a niche you genuinely enjoy talking about. Create honest, helpful content around that niche. Drop your affiliate links naturally inside that content, and then keep creating consistently. The income starts slow, but it compounds just like money does. We have made it to passive income idea number 5, and this one is genuinely fascinating because most people have never even heard of it. Yet thousands of smart investors are quietly using this method right now to generate consistent passive returns every single month. We are talking about peer-to-peer lending and micro-investing. Let me explain peer-to-peer lending first. Traditional banking works like this. Someone needs a loan. They go to a bank. The bank lends them money and charges them interest. The bank keeps almost all of that interest for itself. You get nothing. Peer-to-peer lending cuts the bank completely out of the picture. Platforms like Prosper, Lending Club, and Funding Circle allow you to directly lend your money to real individuals or small businesses who need it. And in return, they pay you the interest, not the bank. You. Returns on peer-to-peer lending platforms can range anywhere from 5% to 12% annually, depending on the risk level of the loans you choose to fund. And here is the brilliant part: you do not have to fund an entire loan yourself. You can spread your $100 across multiple different loans, maybe $10 into 10 different loans. This way, if one borrower defaults, you have only lost $10, not your entire investment. Now, micro-investing works slightly differently. Apps like Acorns, Stash, and Robinhood allow you to start investing with literally just a few dollars. Acorns, for example, rounds up your everyday purchases to the nearest dollar and automatically invests that spare change into a diversified portfolio for you completely on autopilot. So let's talk real numbers, because I want you to see exactly what this looks like when you actually put it into practice. Let's say you invest your $100 into a peer-to-peer lending platform. You spread it across 10 different loans at $10 each. The average interest rate across those loans is around 8% annually. After 1 year, you have earned $8 in passive interest income. Now that sounds small, but remember what we talked about earlier. You add $50 every single month. You reinvest every interest payment you receive. After 3 years, your portfolio could be generating $150 to $200 every single year completely passively. And with micro-investing through apps like Acorns, the process is even more effortless. You simply connect your debit or credit card. Every time you spend $3.50 on a coffee, Acorns rounds it up to $4 and invests that extra 50 cents automatically. You never even feel it leaving your account. But over months and years, those tiny amounts stack up into a surprisingly powerful investment portfolio. Your action steps are straightforward. Visit prosper.com or lendingclub.com and create a free investor account. Start with whatever amount you are comfortable with. Even $50 is enough to begin. Choose your risk level. Diversify across multiple loans. And for micro-investing, Download Acorns or Stash today, link your card, and let the app handle everything automatically for you. The most important thing is simply to start. So there you have it. 5 real, legitimate, proven passive income ideas that you can start with just $100 in 2026. Let me do a quick recap so everything is crystal clear in your mind. Number 1, dividend investing. Buy shares of solid companies, collect regular dividend payments, reinvest, and watch your wealth compound over time. Number 2, selling digital products. Create once, sell forever. No inventory, no shipping, no limits on how many times you can sell the same thing. Number 3, high-yield savings accounts. The simplest switch you will ever make. Move your idle money somewhere it actually works hard for you. Number 4, affiliate marketing. Recommend products you already love. Earn commissions every time someone buys through your link. Build content that pays you for years. Number 5, peer-to-peer lending and micro-investing. Cut out the middleman. Lend directly. Earn real interest, and let apps invest your spare change automatically. Now here is what I want you to do right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Pick just one of these 5 ideas. Just one. The one that excites you the most. The one that feels most doable. The one that genuinely speaks to your situation. And take one single action toward it today. Because here is the honest truth that nobody tells you. The biggest difference between people who build wealth and people who don't is not intelligence, not luck, not connections. It is simply the decision to start. You watched this entire video. That already tells me you are serious. That already tells me you are different. Now go prove it to yourself. If this video gave you value, please hit that like button, leave a comment below telling me which idea you are starting with, and subscribe because we drop content every week that is designed to help you build real financial freedom. I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and take care of your money.